I see through you.
Brother Voodoo might not be a name you're familiar with, but it's one you should definitely know. With the way the MCU is heading, you might be hearing about him soon. They've actually set up the character almost a decade ago, but let me introduce him to you anyway. Brother Voodoo, aka Dr. Jericho Drumm, first appeared in Strange Tales number 169 in September 1973. He was created by Marvel publisher Stan Lee, writer Len Wein, and artist John Romita Sr. Jericho's story kicks off when he returns to Haiti after studying and practicing psychology in the US for over a decade, originally about 20 years. He finds out that his twin brother Daniel Drumm, the local Hoonigan or voodoo priest, is dying from a curse cast by a voodoo sorcerer claiming to be possessed by Damballa, the serpent god. Just before Daniel dies, he asks Jericho to visit his mentor, Papa Jumbo. Jericho agrees and becomes Jumbo's student. After a few weeks of intense study, Jericho masters voodoo practices even more than his brother and becomes a Hoonigan himself. In a final rite, Papa Jumbo summons Daniel's spirit and merges it with Jericho's, making him the new worthy successor before Papa Jumbo passes away. Taking on the name Brother Voodoo, Jericho faces off against the voodoo priest Damballa, who shares the name of the serpent god, and his cult. With the help of his brother Daniel's spirit, which possesses one of the cult members, Jericho manages to take Damballa's powerful artifact, the Wongle, causing Damballa's snakes to turn against him and ultimately destroy the cult. Jericho becomes Haiti's Hoonigan Supreme and its champion, setting up a huge mansion as his headquarters. He locks the Wangle in a safe, with the combination known only to himself and his loyal manservant, Bamboo. Brother Voodoo faces off against the scientist Baron Samedi and a group of artificial zombies created by the terrorist organization AIM, as well as the original Black Talon, Mama Limbo, and the Dark Lord cult. He also goes up against the Hoonigan Dramaboo. After establishing himself, Brother Voodoo assists other superheroes like Spider-Man, Moon Knight, the werewolf Jack Russell, The Thing, and Black Panther. In the new Avengers number 53, Brother Voodoo becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, taking on the title of Dr. Voodoo. However, he eventually falls victim to the corrupting influence of Damballa's Wangle. When Jericho wears the artifact, the god Damballa overtakes Daniel's soul, burning down his mansion and seemingly killing his manservant Bamboo. Jericho then heads to New York, trying to possess Doctor Strange's mind and body, but Strange manages to free him from Damballa's control, trapping the evil god back in the Wangle. Later, Brother Voodoo becomes involved with S.H.I.E.L.'s supernatural Howling Commandos and registers with the government as part of the Superhuman Registration Act. While Black Panther was fighting Eric Killmonger, Brother Voodoo revealed he was actually a Skrull in disguise when he tried to kill Cannibal, considering him a threat. However, the two ended up killing each other in their struggle. This discovery exposed the Skrull invasion to Black Panther, giving him time to prepare. Like other heroes replaced by Skrulls, Brother Voodoo was later shown to be alive after the secret invasion event. As Sorcerer Supreme, Jericho Drumm's journey took a dramatic turn when he came into possession of the Eye of Agamotto after Doctor Strange was shown nearly 30 potential replacements for the title. With the Eye, Jericho became the new Sorcerer Supreme. However, he faced off against Agamotto itself to prevent the entity from reclaiming the Eye and using its power to control Earth's dimension. In a self-sacrificial act, Jericho engineered an explosion to destroy both Agamotto and the Eye, seemingly sacrificing himself in the process. During the Axis storyline, Doctor Doom makes a deal to bring Brother Voodoo back to life, reasoning that he and Daniel are the only ones who can stop the inverted Scarlet Witch from destroying Latveria. After his resurrection, Daniel's spirit possesses Wanda so she can help undo the inversion spell. Brother Voodoo is later offered a permanent role in Steve Rogers' Uncanny Avengers team. He also aids Doctor Strange in defeating the Empirical, a science cult bent on eradicating magic across all dimensions. When Daniel Drumm aligns with the Hand to help resurrect Bruce Banner as a new agent, Brother Voodoo calls upon the uncanny Avengers to stop the Hulk when the Hand unleashes him on a rampage. As he connects with the remaining essence of Banner within the Hulk, the Beast of the Hand offers to resurrect Daniel in exchange for Banner. Brother Voodoo chooses to let Banner die free from the Hand's influence, stating that Daniel made his choice and he will choose his brother in the form of his fellow Avenger instead. Now let me talk about how the MCU has already set up Brother Voodoo as the next Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange's world is packed with all sorts of magic we've never seen before, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced even more types of sorcery that will shake up the MCU. But there's another major sorcerer already being set up, and he actually made his MCU debut in the first Doctor Strange film. Doctor Strange's corner of the MCU is still relatively new, having only introduced magic to the cinematic universe in recent years. The series has taken us to new dimensions, showcased different kinds of magic, and introduced powerful heroes and villains who will play key roles in the MCU's future. One of the most significant characters from Doctor Strange's world appeared in a deleted scene from the first movie, and while his character hasn't gotten the spotlight yet, his big moment might be just around the corner. In the first Doctor Strange, there's a deleted scene where Strange meets a powerful sorcerer named Daniel Drumm in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Although this scene was cut, it likely had bigger plans, as Daniel Drumm is a significant character from Marvel Comics. He's the brother of Jericho Drumm, who eventually becomes the hero Dr. Voodoo. While Brother Voodoo hasn't appeared in the MCU since Doctor Strange, the sequel, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, laid the groundwork for magic that aligns with Brother Voodoo's style. The magic in Multiverse of Madness is much darker than the previous film, with Strange using dead spirits and monsters to battle Wanda Maximoff. While Strange's powers are often lighter, these more sinister forms of magic are a perfect fit for Dr. Voodoo. Brother Voodoo possesses a wide range of mystical and quasi-physical abilities derived from the Loa, the spirit gods of voodoo. One of his key powers is the ability to enter a trance-like state where he becomes immune to fire, with his skin becoming impervious to burns. He can also control flames and lower life forms, and mystically summon smoke that conceals his presence while allowing him to see through it. Additionally, he has the ability to command certain living things through a form of mystic hypnotism, with animals and plants being most susceptible to his control. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness really shows how voodoo magic could work in the MCU, with Strange's death magic being a great fit for Brother Voodoo. It's even possible that Strange's new focus on death might act as a catalyst for the rise of Dr. Voodoo, especially with Jericho being trained by Strange after his brother Daniel's death. While Brother Voodoo has barely been explored in the MCU, the Doctor Strange films seem to be paving the way for an exciting future for the character. Back in 2003, the Sci-Fi Channel announced a live-action television film and backdoor pilot for Brother Voodoo, with the story set in New Orleans. Hans Rodionoff was tapped to write the screenplay, with the project being a co-production between Reveille Productions and Marvel Studios. However, the project was abandoned, and nothing came of it. Hopefully, we'll finally see Brother Voodoo make his MCU debut soon. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe because more updates are coming on this and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.